There's been a whole lot of ducking in the Cruiserweight division. A whole lot of ducking. And they're ducking one man. The main man in the Cruiserweight division, Jai Opetaia. Especially Gilberto Ramirez. He's the main ducker at the moment. And I'll try to explain exactly why he's ducking. It might not be because he's scared. Let's dive in. I really don't know how long Jai Opetaia is going to hang around the Cruiserweight division if people keep on ducking him the way they have been, especially Gilberto Ramirez. Jai's been chasing him for a while now, and in the meantime, this year he's had to have 3 mandatory defenses of his IBF title. Typical IBF. He's already been stripped from the IBF title once, and he's still trying to meet their demands. So Gilberto Ramirez, after his last fight, he had the face-off with Jake Paul. I don't know what that was all about. He said he would fight Jai Opetaia. Nothing's happened. They've had negotiations. And what has he done? He's priced himself out of it. 8 million American. He wants 8 million American to fight Jai Opetaia. Or 12 million Australian dollars. If you do an actual analysis of what Ramirez is actually trying to do, you can kind of work it out. So Ramirez is having shoulder surgery. I don't know if he's already had it or he's going to have it, but that is one of the reasons why he says he's not going to be fighting Jai Opetaia until next year. So with that shoulder surgery comes time to heal. So what I think he's doing, one tactic I think he's doing, is trying to price himself out of this fight against Jai Opetaia so he can let his shoulder heal. Jai Opetaia is not the guy you want to fight straight after shoulder surgery. I think you need to test that shoulder. I think you need to get that shoulder right and make sure that it's 100% before you take on a monster like Jai Opetaia. So that, I think, is one reason why he's pricing himself out of the Jai Opetaia fight. But it's not the only reason. I also think it's another tactic to try and get more money. He's doing the old Canelo routine, the Canelo trick. Pay me $150 million to fight Crawford. Pay me $150 million to fight David Benavidez. Pay me $150 million to work with you, Turki Alalshikh, and I'll do it. Don't know how much Canelo's got for his fight against Crawford or the 4-fight deal that he had with Turki Alalshikh, but I know it's probably a lot. So I think Ramirez is trying to use that playbook. I'm going to price myself out of a fight that a lot of people want to see, especially Jai Opetaia and also Turki Alalshikh, and then the money will come. The money will come flowing in because I'm the guy with the 2 belts. Jai wants undisputed. Turki Alalshikh probably wants undisputed as well. So what am I going to do? I'm going to price myself out until the money comes around and Turki Alalshikh is willing to pay the money for me to fight a guy like Jai Opetaia. And also, if you're going to fight Jai Opetaia, you want to make the most out of it and get the best purse that you can, because I think Ramirez knows if he fights Jai Opetaia, it might be the last time he holds a world title or world titles. So I think that might be another thing that's in his mind. But also the third and final reason why I think Ramirez doesn't want to fight just for the 3 belts or the 4 belts if you include the Ring magazine. I think he wants to fight Jai Opetaia, if he does fight him eventually, for the undisputed Cruiserweight Championship, because then that will almost guarantee he'll probably get a better purse or a bigger purse. So price yourself out for 8 million, 12 million Australian, 8 million US, then hold it off. They're not going to come to the table straight away. Let Jai fight a few fights. Let your shoulder heal, maybe have 1 or 2 fights yourself. Hopefully Jai gains that title against Jack, and then fight Jai Opetaia for the Undisputed Championship for a big purse payday. And if you look at Turki Alalshikh's plan, it's almost lining up with how I think Ramirez wants it to play out. So Turki Alalshikh has a 4-fight plan for Jai Opetaia. So obviously first the fight that he's fighting at the end of this year on December the 6th is Sin Cara. So Jai Opetaia will defend his title, beat Sin Cara, because I don't think Sin Cara is at the level of Jai Opetaia at all. Then I think Jai Opetaia will go on to fight Badu Jack for the WBC Cruiserweight title. Then Jai Opetaia will have 3 belts, including the Ring Magazine, if you include the Ring Magazine. So you would have Ramirez with the 2 sanctioning body belts and Jai Opetaia with the 2 sanctioning body belts. So after that, Turki Alalshikh has planned for Jai Opetaia to fight Ramirez. Perfect plan for Ramirez. That all falls into place. Fight Jai Opetaia for the undisputed Cruiserweight title, get a big payday, demand 8 million American, 12 million Australian, and you're probably almost guaranteed you're going to get that if it's for an undisputed championship title in the Cruiserweight division. So I kind of think that is his whole reasoning for pricing himself out of the Opetaia fight at the moment. I really don't think he's scared, to be honest. He's had enough fights. I do think that he's not 100% confident that he'll beat Jai Opetaia, and I do think that he would have concerns that it might be his last title defense, title shot for the undisputed title, or when he fights for the undisputed title, if he fights for the undisputed title. So I kind of think that's the mindset for Ramirez, and not just Ramirez, probably his team as well. I'm sure his team have the game plan out, and they have it scoped out on what money to say that you want, and trying to push this Jai Opetaia fight aside for the moment until they do have the undisputed title shot in front of them with that big payday from Turki Alalshikh. And then after that, if Jai Opetaia wins all those 3 fights, it looks like there will be another big clash at the end of that path, and that'll be against David Benavidez, the Mexican monster. That would be an awesome fight, and that would be for the undisputed Cruiserweight Championship of the world as well. Although it's frustrating for Jai Opetaia at the moment, I think he just has to get past his mandatory challenger, and then hopefully the next 2-3 fights will be for titles and undisputed championship status. So hopefully this waiting and IBF mandatory defenses would have all paid off for Jai Opetaia. Anyway, that's what I think. I think Ramirez game plan to price himself out of this Jai Opetaia fight is to make sure that he gets that big payday and also the undisputed title shot. Anyway, I want to know what you think about this. Let me know in the comments below, and until next time, peace out.
Myths in boxing, highlight reels mean front row seats to the blow by blow scene.